Welcome back to Informed Sources. Early voting wrapped up Thursday here in Shelby County with more than 250,000 voters casting their ballots. The turnout was down compared to the 2020 election when more than 300,000 people voted early. But it is worth pointing out only about 54,000 people voted on Election Day that year, likely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we'll see if we have a larger voter turnout on Election Day this year. One of the big races driving voters to the polls in Memphis is the three-part gun safety referendum. So what are your thoughts about having a non-binding gun referendum on the ballot?
Well, in principle, I certainly understand and agree with the premise that the council put this under, which is we need less guns in our community and we need more regulation around the guns. My pushback was really because I know how much of a conflict it creates with the state and the conflict that it has with state law, and the fact that we can't actually implement the things that are being passed in these referendums. And so the people will speak and they'll make their voices heard, and we'll see what happens afterwards.
You mentioned the conflict. There were people in Nashville who were not happy that this was going on the ballot. They made some threats even when it was suggested. Are you concerned at all about that relationship between Memphis and Nashville lawmakers there in the governor?
Yeah, well, I say whatever happens, at this point, it's done. And my goal at the end of the day is make sure that I'm working on behalf of the residents of Memphis, and that means I work with our partners at the state as well as our city council, which obviously I work daily with them as we're working to make Memphis the city that we want it to be.
You know, regardless of the outcome, and this is a non-binding referendum, you mentioned that there's no authority here because the state law overrides the local law here, but how does the referendum do anything to change anything about gun violence in Memphis?
Well, I think the premise is that at least the city council's premise is that this allows the people of Memphis to be able to have a voice, and it states their position on these issues. And so we'll see what the voters say.
And how will you use that to make your case with lawmakers in Nashville?
Well, regardless of what happens,
or does the vote speak for itself?
Yeah, I think the vote speaks for itself. Regardless of what happens on the referendum, my goal is to continue advocating for Memphis, whether it's around public safety and how we can limit guns in our community and the use of guns in our community, to economic development, to transit and transportation, all of the things that we work with the state on, we're going to continue to work with them on.
What kind of help does Memphis need from the state legislature?
We get help from the state on many issues.
But on this particular gun referendum and guns in general?
Well, in guns in general, the legislature is who regulates the laws that dictate whether you can have permitless carry in the city or in any city in the state of Tennessee, or whether you can regulate guns at all. And so we're going to continue the dialogue with them and try to see if we can get calmer heads to prevail on some common sense gun safety measures.
All right. And as you take a look at just the vote that was the early voting that already happened, were you pleased with the process?
I think we still need more people to get out there and vote. From the numbers that I have seen, I think we are trending a little bit behind 2020, and we know it was a COVID year, so maybe some differences.
But still greater than 2016, 2012,
yeah,
08.
But I just want our residents to make their voices heard. Get out there, make those votes, and make sure that we are giving honor to the people that have come before us, that have fought so hard to have their right to vote.
All right. Coming up next, we'll have some final thoughts. Stay with us.